All right, so we are so excited to share this lesson, activity lesson with you guys. This is a ELL, English language learner vocabulary comprehension activity with a focus on social studies and propaganda, especially because our ELL lives in a place that's occupied, and we feel that propaganda is something that he sees every day, just like we do. We all do it. So this is Project 2 by Amanda Khalaf and Amr Zavalj. We really hope you like it. Enjoy! Alright, so what is this lesson about? Since our English language learner or ELL needs to improve vocabulary comprehension, we feel that integrating real world context like a focus on social studies, propaganda speech, with a focus on word relationships is going to help him. The student will have a greater understanding of how words and their use affect the overall message of what is being said. Our focus student is in grade 9 and his English proficiency level is intermediate stage. This lesson can be used in middle school or high school from speech emergent stage to intermediate stage. This is basically what we decided to do is create word clouds from speeches and articles on a site called wordle.net, which will help us. It's kind of like a KWL where you predict just by looking at the words most used and least used. And also see the relationship between words and propaganda. At the end, we're going to play a little game that will actually help rid the world of hunger. Stay tuned. What is propaganda? It's a noun, it's derogatory, it's exaggerated or untruthful claims used to help raise support for an effort. Used in a sentence, for example, we can say voters should listen to facts and not to the propaganda distributed by the media. All right, class. The first speech that we are going to look at is the I Have a Dream by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. that he did during the Civil Rights Movement in 1963. Now, when we listen to speeches by politicians or civil rights leaders, they usually repeat words that they want us to remember. We are going to look at a few speeches visually to see how words affect our emotions and our response. To do that, we will demonstrate how to make a word cloud using Dr. Martin Luther King's speech. Let's watch. Alright, so it's quite simple to get a speech, copy and paste it into Wordle. First, we're going to go see Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, I Have a Dream. We're going to left click and start pasting. That's where his speech starts. So we're going to left click and start going down, scrolling down. Don't worry about pictures. They are not going to be copied into the Wordle.net window. So we're going still down. I'm trying to find the end of the speech here. So slowly, right, we're going to go down a little bit further. That's it. That's the end of his speech. I'm going to go back up a little bit more and end it there. And then I'm going to right click on the words, copy it, press the left button, copy. And then I already have the Wordle.net page open. Here it is. I'm going to click create and it'll take us here. Then we're going to click paste. There's our speech and click go. Shebang, there it is. That is our, now we can change the font very simply into what we like. Just click randomize. I didn't like that one, so we're going to keep on going. I like when the words are horizontal. These seem to be vertical. There it is. I like this one. We're going to save it as a PNG, and that's it. Then we're going to go take a look at it.
So looking at the visual of Dr. Martin Luther King's speech, let's answer the following questions together. What does the word cloud suggest this article is about? Think about it. Correct. freedom, and coming together. What seem to be the most important words in this word cloud? Yes, again, freedom and justice. How do these words go together? Yes, they all have a common denominator of coming together as a nation and of being free. Now look at the most used words and the least used words. What might be the propaganda here? Correct. The propaganda seems to be about blacks being free. Now the next speech that we will be looking at is Trump's inauguration speech from 2017. I want you to do the following steps. First, click on the link, then go to the speech and copy the speech into the Wordle.net window. After that, click Create, and then paste President Trump's speech. And finally, click on Go. What do you see? Again with the word cloud. Yes, we see American, America, back, nation. We see the words country and people. Who is Trump addressing? Yes, that's right, the American people, correct. Looking at the word cloud from Trump's speech, try to predict the following. What does the word cloud suggest this article is about? Again, yes, America, the American people, and making America great again. What do you think the propaganda behind it is, based on the words that you see? Think about that. Good job. Now let's move on. Here you're going to follow the same steps. However, this time it's for Hitler's speech to the youth that he made in 1939, right before World War II. Now follow the directions and tell me what you see. Let's take a look. The word cloud should look something like this. What's the first word you see? Germany, correct. Why do you think Hitler is talking about Germany? That's right, because he's addressing the German people. What other words were used often in his speech? Yes, the words must, want, German, one, country, honor. Well, are you surprised by his choice of words? If not, then why? Yes, because dictators have a way of choosing words that appeal to the people. Great work. Now, let's compare and contrast here. Seeing all three word clouds in front of you, ask yourself, how are they similar and how are they different? Be sure to take your time.
Now that we have seen the relationship between words and propaganda and how politicians use this, journalists do the same thing, even if they're just talking about something like world hunger and how to end it. So we're going to take this article here, We Can End Hunger, Here's How, by Jose Graciano da Silva in the National Geographic. It was published October 2015. This time we're going to actually read the article. First, we're going to look at it. So follow the same steps. Copy and paste the link. Copy and paste the actual words, the article, into Wordle.net. Click on Create, and let's see. Does your article or does your word cloud look something like this? Sure it does. If it doesn't, you did it wrong. And ask me how to help you to do it. But what are the big words or the words that are used the most? Yeah, we have poverty, protection, hunger, programs, social, investments, rural, people, households. Now, what do you think this article is actually about? Yeah, it's about poverty and hunger, maybe different programs, how to help. Is it against people who are hungry or pro hungry? It's pro poor. Yeah, it even says pro poor. You're right. And it's about the need, people who are vulnerable, and just having a commitment. That's right. So this article is about different programs. At least you think this article is about different programs and maybe ending hunger. That's right. Let's see. Now we're going to go ahead and read the article. So we've already predicted what the article could be. Um, Now we are going to actually go ahead and read it. So take your time, read the article, and then we are going to ask these questions or think about these questions while we are reading the article. So go to the second stage here. Now read the article and think about the questions. Is there propaganda to the article? This is a good question because many times we associate politicians or civil rights leaders having a certain propaganda, but do journalists have a propaganda? Do you think the word cloud captured what was most important to learn? Are there key words or ideas that are left out? What terms actually reflect the main idea? Does the word cloud help you see the relationship among words? Can you summarize what the article is about? And what can we do? What does the article suggest that we do to help world hunger? So as you all saw from reading the article about world hunger, it's a real issue and it's a challenge to get the world rid of world hunger. However, as a class, we can actually help and it's free. So we're going to go to this site, freerice.com, and as you see, please do so. And as you see, these are vocabulary comprehension questions that once you answer, you get 10 grains of rice for every correct answer that gets donated to the United Nations World Food Program. And they donate it to anybody that's in need. So far, over 94 billion grains of rice have been donated. That's a lot of food. We will sign up as a class, and each person will play individually at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. By the end of the school year, we will see how many grains of rice we donated to end world hunger, hopefully, at least to contribute to it. Let's do a few together. So here is the site. I went on it. The question is construct. What does it mean? Does it mean catch? No, we're going to go with build. And look at that. We got 60. I already started the game earlier. So far it's 60 grains. Cop means policeman. Great. Chuckle means to means to laugh. That's right. I went and I restarted the game again. Ahead means forward. Mom means mother. That's right. What does shining mean? Means bright. Very good. So far we have 100 grains of rice. Thankful means what? Maximum, flat, grateful. That's right. Seek means to marry? No. To pledge? Oh, that's incorrect. And in the corner we see the seek actually means to search for. Autograph means signature, right? We can change subject. So we can go humanities, English, math, language learning, geography, chemistry. I'm going to go to famous quotations. That's an interesting one. I don't really know them too much. So the secret of life is honesty and fair dealing. If you can fake that, you've got it made. Who said this? Um, yeah, I have no idea. I'm gonna go with Chris Rock. And it's incorrect. Some person Groucho Marx said. So next one is the first man to compare the cheeks of a young woman to a rose was obviously a poet. The first to repeat it was possibly an idiot. I'm gonna say William Shakespeare. Oh, and it was incorrect. It was Salvador Dali. So far, we have 120 grains of rice, which is, I'm thinking like a bowl of rice. You know, when you cook it, rice grows. So we actually probably fed a person. Awesome. So now it's your turn. Go ahead and play the game for 5 or 10 minutes. Good luck. Well, thank you so much for looking at our lesson. At the end, the kids are going to compare words that they've learned, and talk about how much grains of rice they actually contributed. These are our references. Thank you again. Amanda and Amra are signing off.